Okay, it's barely news.
Yeah, it's barely news. And today we've got a couple of law things and a couple other things. And yeah, so the first one is going to be Australia is thinking about doing remote ID. Um, and they are asking for your comments. So if you want to tell Australia, don't do this and why you shouldn't do this, they would love to hear your feedback. That's what they're asking for. So we've included both a link to the bill, to the public constitution document, and we've also included a link for comment. They're asking for comment until July 28th. Submissions can go to their website or to their email address.
Okay. Alrighty. Good. Australia. Can you even fly drones in Australia anymore? I thought Australia, like FPV. Didn't Australia, like, basically outlaw FPV?
Airbrat says FPV is only legal indoors in Australia. I'm not
Right.
sure.
So, you're going to remote ID
But
the drones that I
but
can't
isn't
fly anyway.
is that because a spotter doesn't count there? Because we can't either, but we have a spotter, right?
I
But I
think
guess
that
it
spotters don't count there. So I
gotcha.
guess they're. I guess people still fly RC aircraft line of flight. Ooh. And you guys might care about this stuff. So I'm
Gotcha.
joking. I'm joking. I'm being sarcastic. Please don't fill up the comments.
All right.
Um, Another
Next up,
regulatory thing.
yeah, NYC, New York City, is changing some of the drone rules, or trying to anyway, and attempting to add a permitting system to fly drones in New York. Currently, it's a misdemeanor to take off and land in New York, but they actually they're considering this opening it up to the option because there's not really a system in place to allow people to fly there. So they want to open up a permitting system where you would get permits and then have licensed flights where you could take off and land without a violation.
So I think there's people who are seeing this as a bad thing who don't understand that we basically can't do this and
Yeah.
legally, and if you ask
So
for permission you won't get it is basically how it is.
right. I think, you could file Lance there, right? And
Yes.
in some cases you can get Lance there, but that doesn't mean you have permission to take off and land. And so they've
Right.
restricted that. So this won't change anything about being in the air because the air is the FAA's jurisdiction. This will just change your rights to take off and land and how upset they are with you flying in the area anyway.
Right. um in theory, for professionals who want to pre-plan a flight, this would open up the potential to get permission to fly. But it's like a minimum of 30 days notice or something. So like realistically, it's done. It's dumb. And for hobbyists, it's pointless because it's not taking away anything that you had, as far as I can tell. It's just opening up something that you don't want and won't get. So this really
Yeah.
doesn't affect hobbyists in that area. They all just rip and dip anyway.
Yeah, one thing I've heard was that this is about movie sets. Like one of the
Right.
things is like when movies want to film in New York, they can't get a drone up where they would want, or it's extremely difficult to do that. And so this might change that for them if they could just get permitted for it. So
Yeah. Okay. What if you launch it from a helicopter? Then you're not taking off from the ground.
yeah, that's
Oh,
true. Doesn't mean you won't have a bunch of people mad at you anyway, even if they're not legally allowed to be or
obviously.
rule wise allowed to be. So
Alrighty. Love talking about air taxis. Totally the next big thing.
a
Any day now. Air
AAM is
taxis.
going to be big whether we want it to or not, unfortunately. So yeah, air taxis are going to be available. Hopefully, they think at the 2020 Olympic and Paralympic Games. So they think they're going to be able to have air taxis operating to take people around
We'll see about that.
In Paris. Yeah,
There's going
we
to be
will see.
one. It's going to do one flight, and they're going to make a big deal out of it, and then that's going to be the end of it. It's my
Probably.
prediction. We always like good
Oh,
news related to drones, happy news where drones do good things. Not that that
that's
really
true.
stops anybody from. An ad blocker. Alrighty.
Down at the bottom left of that block, there's a I'll fix it next time.
Oh shit! Yeah, I won't fix it next time. That's a lie. Okay. Anyway, What's we
And
got
go
here,
ahead and
Blunty?
pause that video. Yeah, it's basically a teen was flying his drone around, and while he was flying his drone, he noticed that a sinkhole had opened up in the road, and there was a car flipped upside down in the road in that sinkhole.
Mm-hmm.
And so he went over and investigated, called people, and they were able to save a couple that was trapped in this car in the sinkhole.
Well, shit. That's
Yeah,
amazing. A drone saved people's lives. Who knew? That's a
yeah.
hell of a specific sinkhole. God decided to. It's like when you're playing SimCity and you just start a disaster and you're like, click right here. God decided that sinkhole was going to swallow that specific car. I'm going to assume this kid is cursed now for circumventing God's plan. But I'm glad the people are okay.
All right. Next up, we've got kind of the
Oh my
opposite, a
God.
bad drone story, but we did want to share it. A sex offender has been arrested because he was flying his drone outside of someone's house enough that he was chased away by the woman and then crashed into a tree. She found his drone after drowning it, and they were able to track him down.
Oh my goodness gracious. That's a shame.
Yep.
A
It is
drone
unfortunate.
hovering outside her bathroom window. And the only reason he got caught is because he's a terrible pilot. Love it.
Yes. He
She
crashed
grabbed the
hit a tree
drone and put
branch.
it in her pool to disable it. That'll do it. Nice. That's smart thinking. How did they track down the operator, I wonder? There's a really, hold on. How did they track it down? Was it the SD card footage? Maybe. Was it the registration?
I was going to say,
They don't.
it could be registration. It could be FAA registration. It could be DJI information. It could be like warranty stuff. It could be a number of things. So
Interesting. Prototype drone can fly into burning buildings and forest fires. Sounds good to
yes.
me.
Yeah, so this is kind of neat. This company has put aerogel insulation and has an internal cooling system inside of this sphere drone that allows this drone to withstand 200 degrees Celsius temperatures for up to 10 minutes.
Okay, well, I want to see a drone fly into a fire. This video is worth watching. We got a big fire over here. Okay, like it. Here comes. Oh, we're gonna cook one of these sons just for an A/B comparison. Very nice. That's a good demo. Oh, this is science here, baby. Wait, where did it go? Go back. Go back in. Get back in there.
I imagine it's pretty hard to fly around flames because there's heat and
stuff.
The thermals. Yeah.
Yeah. Did it melt yet? Get in there. Okay, I want to see the drone. Oh, it's trying. It's trying to get in there. Oh, that's a big fire. It does raise the question. I mean, if you were inside a burning building or something, wouldn't you also have the same problems with thermals and stuff, being able to fly?
Yeah, I think part of it is they're documenting that it's doing pretty well compared to that little thing that's flinging itself around. But
yeah, I mean, that's true. I don't know if that's because of its heat though. Yeah, what the props could be made of carbon fiber one IFPV? They could be metal, for God's sakes. So many people submitted this, Blunty, the Morpho Bot.
Yeah, we did get a bunch of these submissions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's check out the Morpho Bot.
If you want to submit stuff to us, you can send email to news@fpvknowitall.com. It's at the bottom of every live stream, that email address, and it's where you can submit stories. Oh, okay. It's not morphing yet. When does it morph? It's just a car. Show me the morphing. Shut up! Shut up! Oh my God! I love it! Okay, sold. Buy. Credit card. Credit card tapping. Oh, that turtle's like, F this, I'm out of here. Oh, wow! That's so cool! Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Oh, that's so cool. So cool. All right. Very cool.
Yeah, I think that was pretty neat.
Yeah. Yeah. Last up.
Last up.
We have the Drone Photo Award winners.
Yeah, NPR did a story on this year's Drone Photo Awards, and we got some cool pictures that we wanted to show you from some drones.
I like drone photo contests or drone video contests. I think that's a really cool way of highlighting what the artistic possibilities. Yeah. Wow. Jesus. Wow. Oh man. Wow. I think the US border is bad. What the hell? This is really cool.
Yeah, pretty neat images here.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, jeez. Wow. Wow. That's a playground, huh? That's cool. Very cool. Wow. Don't ever say NPR did anything. Thank you, Mike Bergman, for suggesting we do the NPR voice. Yeah, I had that idea, but I didn't want to interrupt Blunty just for a dumb joke. See, Blunty, I sometimes don't interrupt you for dumb jokes. I ever don't do that.
Unbelievable.
All right, folks, that is going to bring us to the end of today's episode of the FPV News.